Hello, welcome to the Studio Talks. My name's James Swift.
I'm Josh McNorton, and our guest today is Gareth Heesom.
Hey, Gareth, you okay?
I'm good, cheers. Yeah, I'm all good. How are you guys?
I'm all right. I'm good.
Yeah, surviving.
Yeah, how are you doing with the lockdown? And do you have any suggestions?
I'm just getting through it. You know, kids to homeschool and work to do. It's a challenging time for everyone. I think the only suggestion is just keep in touch with people. Send messages, keep communications going, video chat, things like this.
Exactly.
It all helps just to have a conversation. I think it's quite a nice thing just to keep them going.
Definitely, yeah. I think
I agree with that. I've been trying to at least ring one friend a day to see how they are.
I think that's the good thing about this podcast is we've done a couple of these now where it just feels like I'm talking to people for a little bit.
Absolutely. I mean, it's what you need. We're quite social creatures, aren't we? For most of the time, as much of the time we love to hide away and shut the door. Quite often, it's like when you get to the studio and there's so many people, especially when you've not been for a little while, they just talk and chat for hours.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, that's one of the best things about the studio. Just everyone.
Yeah.
As we're talking about the studio, what's your history with the studio and what's it mean to you?
My history goes back a long time. I mean, I had a long period of not being there, but I started going there back in the 90s with college. We used to play there. I used to do music in college, and in the mid 90s when Oasis were all the rage, and I was not played a bit of Oasis. I'm not the most Oasis-y person, but yes, we used to go there then, and just there's like an aura about the place when you go in. I love it. It's one of my favorite places to be. I absolutely love gigging there. That's the reason why when I was doing the preview of my album, which is now being delayed with this virus, when I'd done the preview, I picked the studio to do it in because it means that much. And the place is fantastic. I love it.
So I'm just wondering if you could talk a bit about because you've played a couple of times at the Authentic Acoustics. What's your experience with them?
I really like them. I think I've played. I played 3 times. I'm trying to think who was on each time. It was great because there was someone, apart from my night where I had people playing, there was someone I'd not met at each one. And then with my one, I wanted to bring in people who'd not been to the studio before. So I kind of did a little bit different as much as I'd heard them. No one else at the studio had heard them because they weren't extremely local, which was so I just wanted to do it a little bit different. But yeah, I always love it. And so the first one I played was when Louise started getting people to sign the chair. So I've signed that I think 3 times now, which is quite nice. Got the hat trick.
How was it to actually plan your own one? Because I think we've only had a couple of people who's planned their own Authentic Acoustic.
Yeah, it's really nice. I mean, Louise is really supportive when you approach her and ask her if you can do a takeover. I actually played at Mon Green's takeover.
Yeah.
When they done their EP release with Alison Benison, I think it was as well. So yeah, that was nice, and that kind of put the idea in my head. That was like, well, hold on, I think I can do something here. And that was the reason why I recorded it as well. And that's actually live on Spotify now, so you can actually go back and hear the songs from that I played on my night. So yeah, it was good. It was a good experience of being able to plan it, and it does. I think it probably gives you a little bit more stress when you're organising.
I think so. Yeah.
It's still a really nice night. You just want it to be as good as it can be. And
exactly.
Things will never be quite perfect. It's a run as well, and so you become stage manager for the night, and you're introducer, and you want to make sure that things are sounding right. And then to top it all off, like we were doing video and audio was recording as well. So that I just didn't make it easy on myself, but it was good. I mean, I love doing it. I'm hopefully gonna do another one at some point as well.
Hopefully so, yeah. Hopefully so.
Are you alright to play a song now?
Yeah, guitar kind of lives next to me at the moment. I think like most people, we've all started doing a bit of streaming.
I just started recording my own DJ mixes. That's what I've been trying to do. But a lot of my friends are getting into streaming.
Yeah, but it's been quite nice. I mean, in a way, as weird as it is when you're playing songs and there's no audience right in front of you, and then there's always a slight delay in getting the feedback. It's in a way I've played to people who never would have seen me otherwise.
Yeah.
So it's kind of you've got to take each kind of positive that comes with it. So there's some people. I've missed some festivals that I was due to play this year. I've now cancelled, and I mean one of them I've been trying for 2 years to get on. I finally got on this year, and it's been cancelled. It's like, oh come on.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, I understand why they're cancelling. You know, and it makes sense. But you know, I think each of us are kind of facing them personal disappointments where we realise something's not going to happen. At the end of the day, it's a festival. But the flip side is I've done some online streams, and other people have found my music who wouldn't have found it otherwise. So there's still that benefit out there. I think so. It's got a good side and a bad side. But yeah, what I'll play for you now. This is my single. This is a single that's going to be out on May 1st. So I did actually play it at the studio, but it's been recorded with a full band now, backing vocals. I've just finished a video for it, which I had to get invented for since we're not allowed outside. And that will be out. That'll be out soon. I'll be doing some little previews of it coming up before May the 1st, so you'll be able to see it. Excellent. So this is "Hold You in My Dreams."
Okay, thank you.
Prettiest thing I ever seen, like you were made from all my dreams, and you hold my heart there with you. Nothing I can do to keep me falling so madly deeply, oh, the way I do. One day I'll be brave enough and I'll tell you about this love for now. Hold you in my dreams, hold you in my dreams. Know if you had just one look, well, you'd read me like a book and see your name on every line. Planned it out 1,000 ways, Lord. All the perfect words I'll say, and I'll say them maybe next time. One day I'll be brave enough and I'll tell you about this love for now. Hold you in my dreams, hold you in my dreams. And if I said those words to you, oh, tell me, what would you do with your life? You hold me tight. Each time I try to say those words, my heart pounds. Most are scared and then you're gone. You're out of sight. One day I'll be brave enough and I'll tell you about this love for now. Hold you in my dreams, hold you in my dreams. Going wild away all the perfect summer days. Watch the sun go down, see lights come on in town, celebrate this love we found. Oh, 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 oh. If one day I was brave enough and I told you about this love I know, I'll still hold you in my dreams.
Thank you, Gareth. That was absolutely great. So what was that song about, if you don't mind me asking?
Well, the song itself, the kind of thing is somebody having feelings, someone loving them from afar without ever quite being brave enough to tell them. It kind of came, I was having a conversation with someone and they had feelings for someone and were kind of too scared to really tell them what they're feeling, so they're kind of back and forth, and they're seeing them all the time and not tell. And I kind of had them feelings for my wife and didn't tell her straight away. So yeah, and it came from that. It was that kind of idea, kind of saying that even though you see them, you can't quite tell. You're still thinking about it in your head, and it's how you kind of can overthink things a little bit as well from it.
Oh, that's really
it's a nice little. How do you write your songs?
I'm not. I know. I was actually reading a good article today on the Rolling Stone magazine of Mr. Crosby from Crosby, Stills and Nash. He was talking about his songwriting, how he has to be inspired, and I'm kind of the same way. I know, like Bob Dylan used to sit down and write every single day. I'm very much. I have to have an idea, and I'm inspired. And with having kids at home and things to do, I don't get a lot of time to just sit down and write. I'll be sat there. I'll get an idea in my head, and it'll be stuck there for a few days, and the idea will kind of fester. If it sticks there, then it's going to be something I'll sit down and write about. That's generally kind of what happens to me. I get the idea, it sits for a little bit, and then I'll sit down and I'll write it. And when I sit down, it generally comes out within about 20, 30 minutes. It's not something I sit down and spend a long time doing, normally, because the idea is already there. Been bouncing around a little bit first.
Oh, excellent. So what is your history working within music? Like, how long have you been doing it?
I've been doing music on and off since I was a very young lad, since the 90s, but I had a long time from not doing it. I was just in a different place for a long time, and I went through a really, really hard period 7 years ago or so, and that kind of changed me, and I had to take a step back and think about who I was. And my guitar was on top of a wardrobe. I kind of took it down, went and bought some strings, strung it up, played some chords, and kind of just slowly that was like my comfort blanket, just play music. It allowed my brain to kind of put my thoughts at the back and rearrange them whilst I was doing music. And it still kind of does that now. It is still kind of my zone out thing where I can listen to music. Even if I'm not playing it, I can sit there and listen to it. And it's one of the things that helps me keep my brain in kind of working order.
Oh, excellent.
I listen to music all the time, like just walking, just when I'm going to bed. It is a big part of my life, like it is. But I've not took any steps into like making my own music in a sense.
See, I was going to say that I do a lot of. Most of the time, I have to take a walk to have an idea, and then usually when it snaps, I have to run home and start writing it. Before I forget it.
That's a good thing. It's so different for everyone. Nobody does it the same way.
No. I find that very interesting. How do you prepare to perform songs, both live or actually recording?
When I'm preparing to play, I think one of the things you have to be able to get into the song itself, which is quite easy when you're doing your own songs, or it should be a lot easier when you're doing your own songs. Yeah, you just want to be able to feel it, and I mean, just before I perform, no matter when, I always get nervous, and there's always that thought in my head that I'm not going to be able to play any chords on the guitar anymore. I'm going to forget how to sing. And it's normally once I get through about the first half of the first song, I start to settle down a little bit. And then ideally, you just want to get into the zone with the music. You just want to be able to feel the music and don't think about the guitar too much. Don't think about what you're doing vocally, because all that should come with your practice, really. You should have practiced so much that your hands know exactly where they're going. And I think it's experience as well, because you're going to make mistakes. When you've played a lot of gigs, you're going to make mistakes. And then you learn how to deal with them. You don't panic or freeze when a mistake happens. You take it as a little bump on the wave, and you kind of maneuver and kind of try and get back on it.
When you do make a mistake, how do you address it in any way?
I think it depends on the mistake. A lot of the time we'll make mistakes where you'll go to change to the wrong chord, and you'll catch yourself. And I think 99% of people won't catch that you've done that. There'll be an odd person that might go, oh, a little mistake there. But not everyone. Most people, I think most decent musicians know that you make a mistake. If someone makes a mistake, they're not going to point it out to you. I think if you make a big mistake, which we've all done. I mean, I've started songs in the wrong key, and there's been songs where I start off singing and I bring the guitar in about the cap on the wrong bit, and the song now gone boom. You have to address them because that's so noticeable. You're like, you have to fess up and go cap on the wrong place. Let's put it there and start again and do it properly. Sometimes where you forget words, and sometimes you can just make up your own words and nobody notices. Other times you have to go, I had a proper brain fart there, and it just words went.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I think sometimes you just fess up. I think people accept that you make mistakes. If you deal with it with good grace, most people are okay about it. If you're doing it every song, yeah, you might have a problem. So I was just saying, the odd song in a gig, most people aren't bothered.
I played a song the other month where I think I messed it up about 3 or 4 times in the song itself, like big weight. And at the end I just said, can I just stop playing this song? Can I play a different song now? Because I'm not going to get this one right.
Yeah, sometimes you have to do that. I mean, I think we're open mics, especially. It's like trying a song, and you get about a third of the way into the song, you just go, "This isn't working," and you can either force yourself to finish it, or you can just go, "Guys, this isn't working. I'm going to do something else that we should all enjoy."
Exactly.
Because quite often, if it's uncomfortable for you to perform, there's a good chance it's going to be uncomfortable for people to listen to.
Definitely, yeah. Actually, yeah, that's a good point.
Do you have any advice for young musicians who want to do music as a career?
I'd say you've just got to do it. I think if people can go in with their eyes wide open and realise that the vast majority of us aren't going to get rich doing it, we're not going to get famous.
No.
You're not doing it for that. You're doing it because you love it, and you want to reach the right audience. And it's a lot of work, and if money's what you see as the return for that, it's going to be a lot of work for nothing.
Yeah.
If you're looking to gain an audience and gain relationships and meet people, like yourselves for the studio, it's great for me that there's a community that builds up. That's priceless. You can't put a price on that. If you're doing it and you're looking to doing it for the love of music, and you're looking to build relationships and make connections with people that feel the same way about music, then there's no more rewarding job. So yeah, I mean that there are ways to make a living from music. It's hard work, but if you want to do it, you can do it. You just got to really stick at it.
Yeah.
I think the other thing is you've got to develop a thick skin, because not everyone's going to like what you do, and that's
exactly.
That's the be all and end all. I mean, I'm trying to get this single out now, and I occasionally get emails go, "No, I didn't make the cut." It's like a bit of a punch in the stomach, and it's easy to feel down over it. But then the other side, I'm getting emails, people tell me that they love it, and they're gonna play it.
Where can people find your music online?
My music, I'm on Facebook. So I think you've got Gareth Heesom Music. You've got Heesom Music, Heesom Music on Twitter. GarethHeesom.com, and Gareth Heesom Music on YouTube as well. There will be the video for my single coming out probably in the next few weeks. The single's out on May 1st, so there's going to be some little kind of sneak videos and different things coming out over the next few weeks. So if people do tune in, they'll be able to kind of see what's coming.
Oh, excellent. Well, thank you so much for that, Gareth. That was absolutely great.
No, thanks for having me, guys.
Yeah, it was nice seeing you.